What's up, guys? Tugi here, back again with a late night edition of my Fantasy Draft Franchise Mode series, the I Couldn't Sleep, so let's record edition. Oh boy, without Alex Ovechkin, and still without Carey Price for at least this first game, what can the Blues do this time out? Our second round matchup against the Minnesota Wild. Let's get a look at what we are up against. 94, 96, and 87 for their ratings, with clearly their captain and best player being Aaron Ekblad. So that's already a pretty strong start for them. Top line. Holy shit, that's a good top line. Artemi Panarin only has 1 point in the postseason, but you know what I always say, and if you don't, I mean, it's kind of obvious. If he starts scoring, we're going to be in trouble. He has 1 point in 5 games played. Nolan Patrick, 91 overall, has 4 points, and Alex Nylander, an 89 overall. So Nolan Patrick performing at a high level. If Nylander and Panarin pick up their games, we are in trouble. If they continue to struggle, though, we may have a chance. This second line, interesting. Nikolai Ehlers, 6 points this postseason. Logan Brown, 1 goal. And Nikita Sherbak, who did some pretty big damage in the Bruins series when we played Montreal in the postseason. 2 points so far in this campaign for the Wild. But again, that is a strong second line. Third line, Milan Lucic, 5 points, with Frederick Gauthier and Andrei Burakovsky, my favorite Swede, with the most Russian-sounding name in the history of Swedes. Man, like that, that third line started off crazy with Lucic and Freddie Goat, with the chance to just beat the hell out of everyone they run into. The fourth line's intriguing because it's obvious they have an injury. It is Jared Cowan in on that fourth line left wing spot with Sasha Chmelevski, or Shemelevsky, as the center. Never bothered looking up how to properly pronounce that in the Bruins series. Gabriel Gagne is the fourth line right wing. Thank God he's not with Lucic and Gauthier. That would be dangerous. I'm intrigued to see, though, who is out for them. Nikita Nesterov is an 89 overall despite top 6 potential. Wow. And he is on that top pairing with Aaron Ekblad. Holy shit. Second pairing, 87 overall Andrew Nielsen with 88 overall Matt Dumba. And 86 Joe Morrow with 83 overall Cam Dineen. I mean, our defense is amazing. Theirs genuinely isn't that much of a step down. Like, that is probably the best computer defensive setup I've ever seen. Like, that is solid, man. And the goaltending, it is a tandem Evan Fitzpatrick and UC Saros, both of whom have played games in this postseason. So it'll be intriguing to see who starts. Dylan Larkin's the injured center or the injured forward. Oh my God. So put Dylan Larkin into this lineup. L's, man. Wow. Who gets dropped down to the fourth line? Gauthier? And then Logan Brown. Wow, dude. The Minnesota Wild have a spectacular team. I am going to check to see how long Larkin's out for, but they have a very strong team. And like I said, without Carey Price, without the scoring touch of Alex Ovechkin, what can we do? Price should be healthy for Game 3. Ovi, out until June 3rd. We would have to make the Cup final. I should go this way to get to Minnesota that much more quickly. Dylan Larkin's out for the rest of the postseason. Guaranteed. That is a huge loss for the Wild. Very, very beneficial for us on paper. On paper. Because it might not work out too well. But it is time to find out. Game 1. First period. If I can get the whole sim time set up. There we go. What's going to happen? Oh my God. Swear to God, I thought for a second I forgot. That's why I hit left trigger to start. I thought that I forgot to sort, by goals. Oh my God. Sherbak. What did I tell you? Oh my God. Or Sherbak. Whatever. Oliu ties it. Sherbak scores again. Jost. And then Frederic Gauthier. Minnesota with a 3-2 lead after the first period. 5 goals to start this game. All right, this should be interesting moving forward. Second period, Pavel Zacha has tied this game. Third period, let's go. I expected somewhat of a defensive battle, mainly because of the two teams' defenses. But, DiPietro wasn't terrible for us. Matt Dumba scores. Because, of course, he did. I had to say it. I had to say that he hasn't been terrible for us. And Dumba gets that goal. Is that going to be it? No, it's not. Connor McDavid forces overtime. If I sounded a bit dismissive there, it's because I genuinely thought that would be it. And that was game over. But Connor McDavid says not so fast. And we are going to overtime here in the first game of this series. Right. Let's go. Can Connor McDavid come up big again? That'd be lovely. Power play for Minnesota is killed off. We have a power play ourselves. Can we do anything with it? Please? No? Okay. And then Alex Nylander scores. Lovely. Alex Nylander. Like I said, if he heats up, we're in trouble. And we drop game 1. 5-4 in overtime. A 3-point night for Sherbak. Oliu up there as well. I do want to take a look. What did we fail to take advantage of? Oh my God. Goalie interference on Nielsen. A hooking minor on Logan Brown. And then a slashing major on Lucic. And we couldn't take advantage. That is atrocious. How the hell did we not take advantage of that? Unbelievable. We deserve to lose that game, man. You cannot miss that many opportunities in a game like that. I'm not even going to blame DiPietro. We had our chances. We needed to be better. Minnesota able to take advantage of their opportunities. The good news, of course, Carey Price is back in what could be his last postseason with this team. He returns. I would love for his return to go well. I would love for him to lead us to a cup this year. Wouldn't that be the dream? But right now, with this challenge we face in the form of the Minnesota Wild, and a lot of people not happy about me sending down Chris Dreger. But you are going to have to deal with it, and you also need to start winning games. Please. We move on to game 2. Hopefully the defense and the goaltending is solidified. I'd like to not give up. I would really like to not give up 5 goals in a playoff game. That's probably not your best strategy to win. First period of game 2, and it's a much, much quieter and more reserved first period. Klim Kostin gets the lone goal on Evan Fitzpatrick. 8 shots apiece. We were able to strike first. Not too bad. Second period, and it's Nolan Patrick. All right. Again, tied heading in to the third period. Let's do this. First goal could end it. That first goal, the next goal is certainly going to be valuable as we are trading power plays. We've been on the power play for like 8 minutes. Thank God. Drew Doughty with the goal. We have another power play that we can't do anything with. Is our power play struggling, or is their penalty kill just that good? I don't care at the moment, and I really don't care now. Drew Doughty, the empty netter, stepping up when we needed him. And we at least avoid disaster And we have a 1-1 series split after the first 2 games of this series. Drew Doughty taking over. That's what I like to see. Again, though, the penalties. Look at the third period, man. Jesus. Slashing minor on Panarin. High sticking minor on Gauthier. Roughing on Dumba. And holding the stick on Andrew Nielsen. God. I'm going to take a look at our power play lines really quickly, because that is concerning. At least we won the game. Strong performance as well for Carey Price. So that's always good. But let's see here. That's weird. I thought I hit advanced day. Huh. Anyway, as we prepare for Game 3, I will, of course, take a look at the power play. And as well, I'm going to have to take a look at the Chicago lines again. I honestly forgot that they were on, and Markov was pissed about being scratched, not Makarov. Power play units, I mean, Lavin being there is all right. So, Keller, McDavid, Dalcol, Costin, Jost. Do I want Lavin there or Mateos? Probably Lavin. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Lavin being there. Yeah, I mean, that looks all right. It does. That second power play unit on paper isn't tremendous with the overall numbers, but still. And actually, I'm going to put Costin up on that top power play unit, and we'll have Keller down there to kind of balance it out a little bit. Let me quickly look down at the AHL. We will take out Fierro again for Furtak, who, of course, probably lost an overall point because he was out for 1 game. And let's put in Fedorov for Dreger. So Fedorov missed out on 1 start. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, but not ideal either. I completely forgot to pay attention to the Chicago Wolves because I am very much focused on this series. And it is Game 3. We are in Minnesota. Oh, this is a big game. First period of Game 3, and again, we get the opening goal, the lone goal of the first period, and it is David Lavin. I always want to say Levine. Davey. I'm calling you Davey. He gets the opening goal of this game. Second period, can we hold on to the lead? And yes, we can. That is the answer. Yes, we can. Davey strikes again. Stelio with the third goal of this game. 3-0 after 40 minutes of play. Let's avoid disaster here, please. 1 more insurance goal would be enough for me to truly think that this game is over. Although, in saying that, we have a certain goaltender between the pipes right now. God damn it, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Nolan Patrick, the goal. Too little, too late. We don't need a shutout. We just need the win. And that is exactly what we get. 3-1 victory in Game 3. Carey Price, your first star with 33 saves. Lavin, 2 goals, 2 helpers for Jost. And the Blues, the St. Louis Blues, tried to hold off on that cough. It's not working too well. We have a 2-1 lead. Carey Price, you beauty. Lavin stepping up to the plate. Things are looking all right for us. And we'll actually take a quick look at the scouting. God, where do we go here? I mean, it's. I always want to put faith in the scouting, but it's not great. It's not great. What is great right now? Our chances of taking a 3-1 series lead back to St. Louis. That is a segue, folks. Let's do this. Game 4, first period. What's going to happen? And that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Michael Dalcol and Athanasiou, the opening goals. Sherbak scores, though, under a minute later, making it a 2-1 game. 2 goals on 8 shots. I'll take that any day of the week. Second period. Can we maintain this lead? No, we can't. Panarin and Patrick, the 2 goals. Michael Dalcol, though, has tied this game up. 3 apiece. apiece as we start the third period. Power play early. Tyson Jost, I was about to say, it's anybody's game, and Jost just helped our chances quite a bit. We have another power play, please. Please. Oh my God, that was a long power play, and we couldn't do anything with it. 4 minutes to go. Can the Blues hold on? Yes, we can. We can do more than that. Stelio with the goal. Davey with the empty netter. That second line right now is rolling. I believe Lavin's on the second line. If he's not, I am mistaken. But a 2-goal night for Dal Cole. 2 points for Stelio and Lavin. Should have checked the power play. We might have lost William Karlsson, and we did. Didn't want to say the power play. Wanted to say the penalties where we had like an 18-minute power play is what I was referring to. This sucks for the Wolves, who are, again, about to lose somebody. I don't know who that's going to be. Like, Reed Gardner's great offensively. Defensively, though, he's not looking too good. Brett Davis, all right, but, that puck skills category is pretty brutal. Defensively, he's good, but I don't know, man. I'd like it more if he was a defenseman at this rate. Nando Eggenberger, kind of in the same spot, where he's looking all right. Zadina, not terrible, pretty well-rounded player. So we definitely have some options here. I think I'm going to go with Gardner. Or do we go with Davis, Eggenberger? Right, what do we do here? Shit. And Karlsson was playing center. And our best center option would be Gardner with 77 faceoffs. So Reed Gardner gets the call-up. Originally just a depth add to improve the team. And Lavin is actually still on that third line. That was my mistake. I completely forgot that I sent up Jost instead. I don't know, for some reason in my head, I thought it was this combo right here because I'm so used to Jost, being on that third line. So my mistake. Speaking of which, though, all right, Dal Cole's doing good. All right, Keller has 10 points. Keller has 10 points. That's the thing. I'm almost all right. First of all, let me go best lines here. Fucking hell! Come on, best lines. Thank you. So we'll go Zacha, Gardner, and Bellerive. And then I do wonder, because Jost has 5 points. Jost has 5 points. Let me see here. Would going with something like this make more sense? Is what I'm debating right now. And you know what? Gardner is actually not going to play center. We'll have Zacha. Do I want to go with that? Let's see. So Jost has 5 points. Davidson's kind of struggling a little bit. Only 2 points. You know what? I know we're winning right now. And normally the thought process behind that is don't change what's working, but I am going to change it up. We are going to go with Jost, Athanasiou, Bellerive, Keller, Mateos, and Lavin. And we will see how that works out. And if we lose the next game, I will immediately change it back to what it was. Trust me on that. But we also need to go best lines in the AHL once again. Gotta fix these lineups. Boy, this episode's going longer than I hoped. I hope it would be a nice quick sweep for the Blues. Not yet, or not at all. But it could still be a somewhat quick series. Let's hope for that. And let's hope that those line changes don't cause us too big of issues. We do have a 3-1 series lead here. So we do have the room to make a mistake. But let's take a look, though. The Chicago Wolves, how are they doing? They are down 2-1 to Grand Rapids. That is disappointing. But considering we've had to take some of their top players, I guess I'm not too surprised. But anyway, the focus here is still on the Blues. It is Game 5. Can we end the series right here and right now? Let's find out. First period, David Lavin. Davey, you're on fire. First period was domination from the Blues, 14 shots to 5 and the 1-0 lead. Second period, can we hold on to it? We can do more than that. Clean Costin makes it 2-0, 25 shots to 10. And the Blues are 20 minutes away from ending this series. Let's see if they can do just that. Early power play for the Wild. Shemalevsky with the goal. Another power play from Minnesota. This one is killed off. Connor McDavid halfway through the third makes it a 3-1 game. Restores that 2-goal lead. 4 minutes to go. The Minnesota Wild will fall just short. The Blues are moving on, baby, in 5 games. That's what I'm talking about. This team is magic right now. 2-point night for Costin, 2-point night for Dalcol, 23 saves for 1 Carey Price. Really, I think it was their discipline. Like, the Minnesota Wild took a lot of penalties in that series. That was insane. And I think ultimately that was their downfall. Like I said, they had a pretty strong team on paper. Now we do get to take a look, though. And the Chicago Wolves have tied the series. Okay, we'll try to pay attention to them as much as we can. We're not going to get too much further. We get to sim one more game with them. So, moment of truth. Who are we going to be playing in the third round of the Stanley Cup playoffs? Place your bets. Take a guess. Who's it going to be? 3, 2, 1. And it is the San Jose Sharks, Toronto, and the Rangers on the other side. But the Blues and Sharks will meet in the Western Conference Final yet again. Yet again. I do want to see, though, can the Chicago Wolves take the lead in this series? William Karlsson might be fully healthy, and they do. So the Chicago Wolves in a good spot. They could potentially move on to the third round of the Calder Cup playoffs as well. But the focus, of course, is on the Blues as we are halfway home. Despite injury, players are stepping up. Mateos, Lavin had a great second round. There's no denying that. Carey Price back and in full force. 4 games, 4 wins, a .947 save percentage. That is godly from Carey Price. William Karlsson might be back in time for game 2 or 3. I'm not sure, obviously. But things are looking good for the Blues. There is no denying that. Let's get a full look, though, at our team stats before we wrap this video up. I almost want to take a look, too, to see how many penalties the Wild have in this postseason. Clean Costin still our leading scorer with 12 points. Keller, Dalcol, and McDavid all over the point-a-game player mark. Stelio, 9 points in 10 games. Lavin, 6 points in 10 games. Very, very impressed with the both of them. There is no denying that. A little bit disappointed in Marcus Davidson. Only have 2 points as he played most of the series on the third line. But this team is looking great. In the next episode, we will find out what the San Jose Sharks team looks like. On paper, I can't imagine them looking any better than the Wild. I can't believe it was that easy of a series for us. But we are moving on regardless. We are in the Final Four yet again. Whether or not we can keep this up, whether or not Carey Price can continue to play at this godlike level, we'll just have to wait until the next episode to find out. So until then, guys, I thank you so much for watching, as I always do. If you enjoyed the video, support it, support the channel, support me in any way that you deem necessary. Any little bit helps. And I will see you guys in the next one.